Hello and welcome to Afternoon Tea with me, Rory Kyle. Today's topic is the behaviour of children. My question for the audience today is, do you think it's okay for children to snoop around the neighbour's property? Today we're interviewing some very special guests from Macomb, Alabama. First, let's get the kids' perspective. Please put your hands together for Jem Finch.
Hey Rory, thank you for having me on your show.
No problem. So Jem, why couldn't you leave Mr. Bose's house and Mr. Radley's place alone? What drove you to be so curious?
Mr. Radley's house has always been a mystery to me. There are rumors that the Radley house was haunted and that Boo Radley lived inside. I heard that Boo was 6.5 feet tall judging from his tracks, that he dines on raw squirrels and any cats he could catch, and that there was a long jagged scar that ran across his face, and that the TV had were yellow and his eyes popped and that he drooled most of the time, so I had to see it for myself. And Miss Dubose was always rude to my
Kids
sister.
these days.
Yeah, and Miss Dubose provoked me.
What made you feel like you had the right to enter someone's property without permission? What's your defence?
I was young and didn't know it was wrong.
Thank you ever so much for coming onto the show, Jem. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you, I had a fun time.
Okay, next we have Mr. Arthur Radley, also known as Boo. So Boo, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm great, thanks for asking. So can I call you Boo? Okay. What did you think of the children in Macomb?
They were just having fun. They're okay.
Did you enjoy giving them Scout and Jem these presents, or did you just do it out of curiosity?
They gave me something to do every day.
Nice. So thank you for coming on the show, and it was nice meeting you. Next we have Mr. Bose. Hey, Mr. Bose.
Don't just say hey to me, you ugly young boy. You say good afternoon, Mrs. Dubose.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Dubose. So, how did you feel about how Atticus raised the kids?
Horrible. Just so bad. I personally don't hate him, but he's no better than the Negroes and treasures he worked for.
Why do you have such a strong hating towards the Finch family?
Atticus is defending Negroes and the children are so annoying. They never leave people alone. They are rude and improper. And Jem messed my camellias. I know he regrets it now.
So why did you make Jem read the books to you if you hated him so much?
Well, I'm addicted to morphine. I wasn't really listening to him. My whole mind concentrated on the alarm clock. And I don't really hate him. I'm just sick. So I was just trying to control my body and my mind. I also prepared a small present for Jem. It's
Wow.
Camellia.
That's beautiful. I thought you really hated kids. Thank you ever so much for taking time out to be on the show. Our last guest today is Mr. Nathan. How are you, Mr. Nathan? Okay. What's your opinion on the Finch family messing around with your house?
They're annoying, always messing with my brother. Not leaving my house alone. The next person who comes close to my house, I'll shoot him down, like the last Negro I scared last night.
What did the children do to your brother? Did you feel jealous of the attention they gave them?
No! They kept messing with my brother, knocking the door. My brother tried to be friendly with them. He gave them gifts and a knothole of a tree. I thought they were a bad influence to him, so I filled the knothole with cement. My brother doesn't need them, and they don't need him. They're better off with.
Thank you, Mr. Nathan. It's been interesting. That's all we have time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.